I miss you.
I miss you.
Erin Grand, can I sing a theme song at you?
Of course.
Hey, I miss you. And I hope you're doing well. I miss you. And hearing your music IRL. So I am thinking that you sing me a song or two while I just sit here in my bathroom saying, hey, I miss you.
Ah, yay! That is so cute. Oh my gosh, I love that.
It's got like just enough Mr. Rogers going on that it will.
Yes.
Yes, that's what we're
Totally the
trying to
vibe.
do. It's the best vibe. I think we should all have that vibe.
Agreed.
Erin Grand. I am sitting here in my big green bathroom, a place that you once upon a time journeyed. Look at.
Oh my gosh.
Look at
the
your
floppy hat.
Oh my God, the hat was amazing.
Oh, thank you.
You're not here.
Phase.
It was a good one. You rocked it. It was the biggest hat my bathroom's ever seen. You are not in my bathroom today, so my question is, where are you?
I am sitting on my bedroom floor in Nashville, Tennessee, because this is how it has to be. I don't have a cute background like you or a cute bathroom in general. So we threw a blanket up here and called it a deal.
I love that so much. The first photo shoot I ever did was my husband and I back like decades ago. And we threw a towel over the shower and like took pictures and then just made it shadowy. And it was like, that's it. You do
That's
what you
so
can.
cool, though. Yes, you do.
You do.
Yep.
So how are you right now? And I mean right now, like I'm going to snap a Polaroid. How are you?
I am fantastic. I seriously couldn't be better. The weather is really, really great down here in Nashville. We're actually supposed to get a really big snowstorm, though. So there's like no groceries anywhere. So slightly starving, but maybe not. We'll see, honestly, what happens tonight when we go to the grocery store.
I remember that game because when I lived in Nashville, there was a snowstorm and it was like 8-hour traffic jams, no food, and we're going to go sledding on 1 inch of snow. Like it's it's kind of sweet.
It's cute. Really cute.
You're cute, Nashville. Erin is from Minnesota. We'll get to that later. So Erin knows from snowstorms. So, but Nashville's got a different. They're not set up that way.
No.
Well, I'm so glad to hear you're fantastic. I'm wondering if you will sing us a song and tell us why you chose that song.
Yes, of course. All right. I am going to sing Heartless. And I think this one is probably my favorite song to play and also just kind of start off with. It's a good upbeat vibe. This song came out in October and it's done really well. And there's a cool video to go along with it too. But yeah, I'm going to play it. It's called Heartless.
Erin Grand.
Our last kiss, it felt different. The first one that I'm missing. You got me second guessing everything. Yeah. You know I love so much more than just our clothes on the floor. I can't ignore that you've been distant lately. Yeah, my mind is going to war. Feels like I've been here before. Does my heart think it knows the best thing for us both? It's always making a mess, yeah. Gotta trust my Heartless. Ooh, gotta trust my Heartless. Emotions always taking control in situations instead of making sense of anything. Yeah. These games that you like playing, making the rules then break them. Why do you keep on tangling all of the strings? My mind is going to war. Feels like I've been here before. Why does my heart think it knows the best thing for us both? It's always making a mess, yeah. Gotta trust my Heartless. Ooh, gotta trust my Heartless. Why can't I let be heartless? Why can't I let myself be heartless? Gotta trust my heartless. My mind is going to war. Yeah. Feels like I've been here before. Yeah. Ooh. Why does my heart think it knows the best thing for us both? It's always making a mess. Yeah. Gotta trust my heartless. Oh. Gotta trust my heartless. Maybe I should trust my heartless.
I've been listening to that song quite a bit, and so I was just like, I get to hear it live.
Oh my gosh, thank you. Yeah, that's probably one of my faves. Thank you for streaming that.
It's so good. Who did you write it by yourself, or did you write it in Nashville? What's its story?
Yeah, I wrote it with Channing Krentz and Alex Keel, and so they're both Minnesota people. Yeah. Yep. Channing Krentz is in Lake and Lyndale, for anybody who knows Lake and Lyndale. And Alex is a great producer, and he played in the Chris Hockey Band and still kind of does. And so he's thriving too, and he produced the song as well, the whole EP. Yep.
Sounds so good. Did you record it in Nashville?
Yes. Yep. At Farmland Studios. Caleb Fisher was the engineer. He did a fantastic job too. So yeah.
I noticed there's whistling on the track.
Yes.
But you didn't whistle.
Not me.
I can't whistle. Like, I physically cannot. Can you, if you needed to?
I mean, I could, but it's not even close to as good enough to what is on the track. And I will never do it live. So when you hear it, it's coming through the tracks and the speakers. It is not me.
Yeah. It's good to know. But it's, it's so good. I'm really excited for everyone to.
Well, thank you.
I'm going to tell everybody. So this is Hey, I Miss You. My name is Sarah Morris. I used to have people come and sing in my bathroom, like Erin. We'll just see it one more time because we're so cute. Look at that.
So funny. Oh my gosh.
So once COVID hit, my bathroom, while large, not large enough to have other people with me. So I started missing friends, and I started getting tired of singing live streams where I just saw my own face while I was singing, and I thought maybe my friends are also tired of their faces. Would they sing to my face? It turns out they will. And Hey, I Miss You was born. So we meet every Friday at noon, and I always get to bring a new friend to the party, and I'm having a good time with it. So thank you, Erin, for being today's friend.
I love this already. I mean, we're like, 7 minutes in? This is great.
Yay! Well, this is one of my favorite parts. This is where you get to tell me something good.
I love it.
Tell me, Erin.
Ooh,
Anything.
Man. Honestly, like, just life in general is really great. My EP is out. My debut EP. So that's been really great. I did a couple release shows, one in Nashville and one in Minnesota, and those went really great too. So I just feel like I feel really blessed right now to just have music out and be able to, with the situation that we're in the world, to be able to put out music still and to do it in a safe environment. And luckily with musicians, it's a little bit easier, so we can do things from home. And it's just been really great. It's a huge blessing that I can still do what I do, even going through a virus like this. So I would say that's probably my tell me something good, is just finally having my personality and life shown to the world through music.
Oh my gosh, I love that so very, very much. Yeah, that's got to feel really, really great, because I think a lot of us in Minnesota have known how good you are, but there hasn't been a release for a long time. So it's a big something good.
It is. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, here we're going to go right into In Case You Missed It. Ooh. In case you missed it. Everything's got a theme song. In case you missed it, this is Erin Grand. Erin Grand is the reigning Midwest Country Music Organization Female Vocalist of the Year. Not only is she the reigning, she is the only female vocalist of all the years that it's been around.
Oh.
I love that.
It's like feels stupid. I mean, there's way too many other amazing people, but I really appreciate it. That is like the biggest honor in the whole entire world. Seriously. And I mean that. I truly do. So, yeah.
Well, I think I think it's true. I just wrote down all years, and you're up for it again. That's in a few weeks that we get to have that big party, which will be
Yes,
really special
that'll be
and
fun.
fun.
Yes.
So I met Erin through the Minneapolis, Minnesota country music scene. Like that's
Yep.
where I got to meet you, and
Yeah.
that's where you're born and raised, right?
Yep. Yep.
You want to tell us a little bit about like your story?
Totally. Yeah. Like you said, I was born and raised in Minnesota. Grew up in a little town called Farmington, and then moved to Lakeville, and that's where I really started my music career with school, and then found a church. Found a bunch of friends there at the church. The worship leader at the church kind of started up this secular band off of, our worship band, and he was like, "I've always wanted to do this, and let's bring secular music into this worship band because God loves secular music too." So we did that for a very long time, and then everybody kind of went into high school, so we all got really busy and split off. But the guitar player and I stayed. We knew that like that's what we wanted to do still, so we became this duo, Erin and Madison. And then she went off to college, and I ended up moving here, and she's doing amazing things for the world, being in like nursing and all that kind of stuff. So God bless that. Totally just, went our separate ways, and all for the better. And I just moved down here, and she's thriving doing what she's doing. And I kind of started my solo career. Moved down here with my boyfriend, which has been really, really fun.
Awesome.
There's been lots of bumps and curves along the way, but it's been really great. So yeah,
I love it.
that's
I
kind of how it
think
came to be.
you mentioned a few times that so you were doing that secular band and church band gig even before high school.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
you've even though you're quite a bit younger than me, you've been doing this for a long time. How long would you say you've been solo? I mean, because we did our little Toilet Tunes probably 3 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah. It was right before I moved. It was the year that I would have
that's true.
moved. So yeah. I started the whole band when I was, oh gosh, I want to say it was like 14, and Madison was 10.
Oh my
So
gosh.
yeah, we were very young, but we were good enough to get booked places. So rock on.
And focused. I mean, I think that's impressive.
Yeah.
Like I have this conversation right now. My daughter's huge into Olivia Rodrigo.
Yes.
So huge. Like
Love.
we're listening to it all the time. And she came to me the other day and she's like, she's only 18 and she's the like most streamed person. So I've got 9 years to go. And I was like, all right, girl, well, let's get, okay.
That is amazing. That is the energy we need in 2022. I love it.
You got to get working. So you did move to Nashville, beautiful Nashville, in February of 2020. All like, here I come, Nashville. And then the universe was like,
Wah, wah. It was like, just kidding.
yeah. So that must have been a thing.
You've
not moved in any other times, but like,
Yeah, I'm gonna be super honest. It was a very humbling experience for me.
Yeah.
And I've always said that, but like I really like to now share that to the world that like I came down here and I was like, I'm gonna freaking kill it. I'm gonna play everywhere. I'm gonna write every song ever in the world, and I'm going to get it done and like do it fast. It's not a 10-year town. I'm going to make it a 1 year. Like I just had this mindset, which is good.
Yeah.
But I think it was a good, like humbling experience to be like, hey, let's pause. And I'm honestly taking it as a blessing. A lot of people can't say that the pandemic was a blessing. And like I said earlier, it was for me. And I got to just sit, learn to make it my home, and start to learn how to actually be creative when you're by yourself, because sometimes you need to learn how to write by yourself and not with other people. And I had been writing with other people, and I felt like that was, like I said, a humbling experience just to learn that like, hey, stuff happens and this is what you need to do. You gotta be in your own head and learn how to do that. And I had never lived on my own before. So this was like it was a weird experience, but again, it was like definitely needed. And I learned so much, and I got way more comfortable with the city than I think I ever would have if I would have gone head first, and just dove deep. And yeah, it was a blessing. It really was.
That's so, yeah, I think you told that story really well. And I'm interested because I know you went to Nashville to write quite a bit before you moved there. So you had a sense of
Yes.
the like lay of the land. And my experience when I lived there was, it's all co-writing all the time.
Yep.
So I lived there 4 years. I didn't write a single song by myself. And then when I moved home,
Yep.
I was like, oh, well, now what?
Yep.
And so it took me, I didn't ever have my voice in Nashville, if that makes
Yes.
sense. But I
Yes.
feel like what I'm hearing from you is that you had some additional time to find your voice. And now when you go out there as a co-writer or, as a
Yeah.
collaborator, you've got more
I,
Erin to bring to the
yep.
party.
That's so true. Yeah, you said that perfectly because that kind of brings me to another point too is like I didn't really know what my sound was and I feel like that time gave me the time to figure out what that was. And I feel like I did now. And yeah, so great point too with like just finding yourself. That's definitely what I did. Yeah.
Oh, some of the people that helped you find yourself a little bit as well, the song Suffragettes. Can you tell us all about them?
Yes.
Because I know a little
Oh,
bit, but
yes, so they're amazing. It's kind of a funny story. When I first started coming to Nashville, it was in 2017, so not too long ago, but I came down almost once a month. We would try to do that up until 2020. And we would always go over a Monday so we could see the Song Suffragettes. They're Mondays at 6 p.m. So if anybody is down in Nashville, make sure you check them out at the listening room.
yeah.
But we would always go and I would always go up and like introduce myself and be like, hi, I'm Erin. I want to play. What do I do? And they were like, yep, just send in your form on their website. And I did. And nothing ever happened. Ever, ever, ever. And then finally, right before I moved down, a few months before I moved down, I got to play my first show with them, which was in 2019. And they finally, I went up. So how it worked was they never answered me through email, but I finally went up one last time. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to give it one last shot in person. And if they say to email the form again, it's just not meant to be. But I went up and Helena Capps at the time, who was running the whole Song Suffragettes team, was like, you know what? I love your like enthusiasm about this team and I would love to just bring you in for an audition. And the only time she could do it was the week after. So I remember flying home and then like flying right back to go do the audition. And we did that and we were able to make that work. And they told me right there, like, yes, you're on. We love it. We love you. And then came back down, played my show in 2019, and then moved a few months later. And now I'm a host for the whole Song Suffragettes, and I play quite a bit. So it's like such a cool goal that has been reached. I would say that was one of my biggest goals, and it's cool to say that like it really was reached.
Yeah.
And it took a long time, but it worked.
That's awesome. That's so beautiful. And I know, like, you guys released that cover of The Man by Taylor Swift.
Yes.
With a video, which is totally
Yes.
badass. So the Song Suffragettes, it's like a rotating ensemble of female singer-songwriters.
Yes, all female, just because it was really started just because in the country music world, as most of us know, it's very hard to be a female in country music. We're not played on the radio. We're not getting signed. I would say there has been a little bit of a change there, though. There's a lot more women getting signed to pub deals, especially, and record deals. So very happy to see that change. But we're still trying to make that change with, streaming and radio play. And so that's what that group is really just known for, is supporting women, especially because we have a little bit of a harder time down here.
I love that. That's
yeah,
so good. That's so
yeah.
good. I got to, as like a side thing, last time I got to hear you live via a little screen was when you did the Valkyrie Music Festival.
Yes.
Early COVID, which was women performers as well.
I know. That was beautiful. Yeah, that was really beautiful. Loved.
So good to have you part of that. So we're here mostly to talk about the fact that you have a debut EP that just came out last Friday, Anything But Casual.
Yes, that's correct.
So beautiful. It's 5 songs. Can you tell us a little bit about, you said it was recorded in Nashville with some Minnesota connections though still? Because Minnesota.
Yep.
Yeah.
So lots of Minnesota writers. Again, the producers from Minnesota, Alex Keel. But yeah, Channing Krentz was one of the main people on there that's from Minnesota who wrote like 3 of the songs out of the 5. And couple of my really good friends down here who wrote Lonely Does, Lance Carpenter and Allie Dunn. They are not from Minnesota, so that was like a fun, kind of meetup to write with some people that, you'd never met before until you got into a room and it became like one of your all-time favorite songs. So that was a really cool experience. But yeah, and then Jonathan Krentz, he played guitar on a lot of the EP, and so he's another Minnesota guy, obviously married to Channing in Lake and Lindale. Yeah, and Pitar Yannick, if you guys know who that is, he's a drummer, and he played on the whole thing too as well, and he's from Minnesota. So yeah.
There was also Dobro on Lonely Does.
Yes.
And I was like, yes, Erin. Yes, let's get some. I mean, we can never have too much dobro, says my heart.
Yes. Oh my gosh. So cool. That song, like, we had like thought about it just being piano and my voice. And I was like, I feel like we need a little bit something more. And Alex was like, I think we need dobro. And so we brought in the best dobro player ever, and he nailed it. And yeah, it sounds really great. So yeah, the dobro is what it needed.
Oh my gosh. Congrats on that. One of the songs, Better With Wine, is nominated for both Song of the Year and Video of the Year at the upcoming Midwest Country Music Awards.
Yes.
That's going to feel so exciting.
I didn't think I would ever get nominated for anything else besides like maybe Female Vocalist of the Year ever, because I don't know. Again, with the whole female thing, it's always just so hard to like know what you're going to get appreciated for. And, it just, females have a harder time with that. So to hear and to see a lot of women across the board through the CMO Awards was really freaking cool. So that was a huge honor for me to and now that I have music out, I can actually get nominated for things like that, when for the longest time I just had a voice, so that was my only thing I could sell, but that's another just huge honor. Yeah. Thank you.
Excited. So if anyone's watching today, so the Midwest CMOs are happening in 3 weeks or so. And I don't know, last year they live streamed it. And so I'm nominated for a couple things too. So I'll get to go party. And we'll have links to so people can, because also Megan and the Birdwatcher, they were on our show a few weeks ago, and they're nominated for Album of the Year. And she's nominated for Female Vocalist of the Year. So
so cool.
All kinds of cool stuff. So yay. I am wondering if you would please sing us another song.
Oh, I would love to. Well, I'm going to play, oh gosh, let's see. I will play the first song that I released, actually. This was my debut single as Erin Grand that I had some stuff in the past that probably a lot of you know about, and it just wasn't my sound. And so I went through this period of time where I totally rebranded, found my sound, and this was the song that kind of made my sound. So I feel like this will be a good one to play. And this song is called Mood. It came out in October of 2020. So again, very interesting time to release songs, but I think a lot of people were streaming music then, because I think music was the thing that was getting people through that whole pandemic. So yeah, this song is called Mood. The keys right there, we won't need them. Ain't going nowhere tonight. It'll only be Cabernet, you and me, shadows dancing in the candlelight. Boy, your touch is like a drug, I'm addicted. So hold me close, love me slow, I wanna feel it. 'Cause baby, you're my mood. The way you look at me, the way you move, nothing's gonna stop my heart from racing. You got me chasing every little thing you do. 'Cause you're my mood. You flip my switch and you do it so smooth. Every other kind of feeling fades, only you to blame. All I want's right here in this room. 'Cause you're my mood. tipsy, gonna hit me like you kiss me. Keep it coming and taking me higher. City lights can burn, but they'll have to wait their turn. While we're setting the night on fire, 'cause you're my mood. The way you look at me, the way you move, nothing's gonna stop my heart from racing. You got me chasing every little thing you do, 'cause you're my mood. You flip my switch and you do it so smooth. Every other kind of feeling fades, only you to blame. All I want's right here in this room, 'cause you're my mood. Ooh. Boy, your touch is like a drug, I'm addicted. So hold me close, love me slow, I wanna feel it. 'Cause baby, you're my mood. The way you look at me, the way you move, nothing's gonna stop my heart from racing. You got me chasing every little thing you do, 'cause baby, you're my mood. You flip my switch and you do it so smooth. Every other kind of feeling fades, only you to blame. All I want's right here in this room, 'cause you're my mood. Oh, hey, I miss you, you're my mood.
Erin, oh my gosh, you're so flipping good.
My gosh.
Let me just geek out. I'm just can't stop smiling right
now. Me all the time. Every time I see you or hear you, I'm like, Sarah. No, love it. Thank you.
Anything but casual. It's just beautiful. I know it's available on hard copy, like CDs, because those are awesome. And also, we can all just be streaming it 5,000 times, back to back.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, and having hard copies has been kind of fun, actually. Signing them and sending them out. It's been fun.
You're wearing this amazing pink situation.
Yes,
can you tell us quickly about that?
Yes. So there's this amazing spot down here in Nashville. It's called the Showroom. And basically it's just a girl's heaven, so to say, just a girl's best friend. You can walk in there and there is every sort of dress you could ever want in your whole entire life. And every color of any kind of dress. And I basically just had this vision of, I think I want it to be pink, because I want it to be anything but casual, obviously, because that's just me.
Love it.
And I literally saw it and I was like, yep, that's the dress. Pulled it off. I didn't even try it on. Seriously, I should have and I didn't.
It's a bold move.
Brought it back and boom, fit like a glove. Took it home and did the shoot with my great friend, Krista Towsley. And she just totally nailed the look and how it should, how I wanted it to be. And kind of played in the casual with the anything but casual, playing off the song that's on the EP, Casual. Mm-hmm. And, so the hair was in a pony, but then the dress was super, fancy. And so that's kind of like the vibe. But yeah, the Showroom nails it. Anybody who needs a freaking awesome gown in Nashville.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. Your art in general, because like I said, you have videos for most of your songs, and it's real solid. It's always it's got the sense of play and intention. I love taking it in as a...
Yeah. Everything is, with my videos and visuals especially, is very deeply thought out and have a lot of fun little hidden meanings and things like that. So I always try to accomplish that little part of deeper meanings.
I love that. I think you do. This is the part of the show where I ask you to play it forward. Tell us something you're listening to that's getting your ears all hot and bothered.
Oh, I know exactly what it is. Maren Morris just released a song, Circles Around This Town.
Yes, so good.
I am in love with that. I mean, I feel like a lot of artists release... I'm obsessed with her anyways, but I feel like a lot of artists release kind of their story of moving down to Nashville and how difficult it is. Yeah. But I have never related to a version more than Maren's. You know, just like moving the one line in the first verse where she's moving down with a bunch of bad demos on a burnt CD. You know, like I literally moved down here with the worst songs and demos ever. Should never have been shared, but they were.
Yeah.
And it's just too relatable. And so that's what's been, making my ears flare up.
It's good. She's so great. And I just was, when I saw, like, it popped up in my Apple, what's new? And I was like, oh, what a present. What a present.
Seriously. Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm excited for her whole next album, and that's what's my fave.
Yes. Thank you for saying
What about
that.
you?
Gosh, well, that was one of them for sure. That was like last week. I have been listening to this Faye Webster album that
Okay.
I like heard it at the beginning of 2021, and then suddenly it like popped back up at the end of 2021. So that's been it's called I Know I'm Funny Haha, and it's really it's the best title. She's Atlanta, but she spent some time in Nashville, and it's real good. Yeah. Thanks for asking.
Okay.
You're sweet.
I'll have to check it out.
Yes, it's good. Lots of cool guitar sounds. Okay, we are going to do action item. Action item. How are we going to follow you?
Love it.
One thing.
Okay. Instagram. That's probably the best you can do for me is Instagram. So it's Erin Grand is the Instagram.
And I've linked to it below. Awesome. I would guess you do stories as well as posts.
Yes. Oh, yeah. I love the stories. Love the stories. I love talking to all of you, to my phone, but I pretend like you're all there.
I mean, just like I'm talking to my phone right now, and I'm like, hi, and I'm totally convinced that we're in the same room. You could not tell me different.
Yep. Totally.
Okay, so everyone's going to go follow on Instagram. I've linked to it below. Right there. This is the time where I'm going to thank you so much, Erin. It really means a lot to me that you would show up with me.
Are you kidding? No. This means way more to me than it does. So thank you so much. Seriously, what an honor to even be asked.
I'll see you soon and give you a hug.
Yes, I know. Are you going to be at the award show? Yes. Yay, I'm excited. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And then I'm going to thank this is where I thank my patrons. Sorry. These lovely humans over at Patreon support my work so that I can do things like make videos, like new songs and TV shows on YouTube, and I love them so much. They're the Sarah subscribers. Yay, Sarah subscribers.
Oh, cute.
And then we thank the watchers. We'll be back next Friday with another guest. I'm just so grateful. It's really fun to have lunches with these people every Friday. Yay. Can I sing the song one more time?
Yes, you can.
Hey, I miss you, and I hope you're doing well. I miss you and hearing your music IRL. So I am thinking that you sing me a song or two while I just sit here in my bathroom saying, hey, Erin Grand, I miss you.